Critics say that you make everything about race.
Yeah.
And
true.
What's your response to people when they say that?
I bet this will be good.
My response to people is that unfortunately, because of the origins of this country and the original sin of this country, everything is about race.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. No, it's not.
Yeah. And that's just true.
Actually, it isn't. It's literally not. No, it is not.
Right? But if we were a country that could come to grips with our history, accept our history.
We've come to grips. It's been accepted, Demon. What more do you want?
Perhaps pay reparations that are due.
How would you do that? Literally how? We had a black president for 8 years, a black vice president for 4 years. Plenty of people of color represented in all halls of power. Governors, mayors, members of Congress, senators. Do how? Take money from people who never had slaves to pay to people that never were slaves? My family moved here from Italy in the early 1900s. Were there any slaves then, Sonny? Do I have to pay that? Who pays? Who receives? Demon?
And perhaps just stop trying to erase our history.
Nobody's doing that. I went to school in Connecticut 30 years ago. You know how many people of color there were in my school? 5? You know how much time we spent learning about slavery? A lot of time. Many time. Much time.
I don't think everything would be about race.
It's not, though. Everything is only about race for people that don't have an argument to prove their point that doesn't involve it. Smooth brains like yourself just use that as an excuse when no other factual basis presents itself. When you have no other point. When you can't prove a thing in any other way, you just blame it on a thing that can't be proven. The only people who make everything about race are people who can grift and monetize off of it.
But another thing that I want to say is it's very interesting to me. I'm a little bit of a barfly.
What a surprise!
So I'm sitting at a bar with a friend, and a woman came up to me and said that I made everything about race and that I shouldn't because she doesn't see race.
Based.
And I sort of used the Trevor Noah line, like, well, are you able to drive? Do you see red, yellow, and green? Like, can you see a stoplight?
Oh, wow, that's such a clever response. So clever. It's called a literary device, you demon. You know, a metaphor, a figure of speech. I don't see color. Not you don't see it with your eyes, you serpent. This person's supposed to be Harvard educated.
So you see color. She said she didn't see color. And I don't care that you see my color. I just want you to treat me the same way that you would treat anyone else with a different color.
Oh my God, that's exactly what she's saying. That's literally exactly what she's saying. You're the person who doesn't treat people equally. You blame everything on white people. Your family had slaves. Soggy Hostin was on a PBS documentary series called Finding Your Roots, where she learned that her own family members had slaves. And when the slave trade became illegal in Spain, they moved to Puerto Rico to keep the slaves.
That's it. Yeah. I think people should be treated with dignity and humanity no matter what. And I'm going to keep on talking about it, trolls.
You are a demon, and I